Kennedy's belief question. Let's begin the solution by understanding the meaning of the sentence. Kennedy's belief that the Eisenhower administration had allowed a missile gap to develop between the US and the Soviet Union was proven wrong when intelligence reports revealed that the missile program of Soviet Union was far behind that of the US. Now this sentence states a few facts about Kennedy's belief. Now first of all, it explains what that belief was. This belief was that the Eisenhower administration had allowed a missile gap to develop between the US and the Soviet Union. Now then it basically goes on to say that this belief was proven wrong. Now how was it proven wrong? It was proven wrong when the intelligence reports revealed a certain fact, and it revealed the comparison of the missile program of the two countries, and it stated that basically the missile program of the Soviet Union was actually far behind the missile program of the US. Okay, so again, the sentence is relatively straightforward. It states a belief, and then it states that this belief was proven wrong when something happened. What happened? The intelligence reports revealed a certain fact, and that fact was that there was actually a gap in the opposite direction, in the sense that the missile program of US was really far ahead of the missile program of Soviet Union. So this sentence is pretty clear in its meaning. So now we will look at the errors in this sentence, if there are any. So before we begin our error analysis, we should split our sentence into its individual clauses, and how we do that is we read the sentence and we find the clause markers, and then we split our sentence there. So Kennedy's belief that, so that is a clause marker, that the Eisenhower administration had allowed, so administration had allowed, that's your verb here, so you have your subject verb here, had allowed a missile gap to develop between the US and the Soviet Union was proven wrong. So now you come to your next verb. So it appears that belief was proven wrong. So was proven wrong is part of your first clause. Kennedy's belief was proven wrong. Now when marks the presence of another clause. When intelligence reports, so intelligence reports is your subject and revealed is the verb, revealed that, so that again marks the presence of another clause, that the missile program of Soviet Union was far behind. So your missile program is your verb here. So you have four clauses here, and notice clause and let's just indent these so we know that these are different clauses. So clause 1 is really Kennedy's belief was proven wrong, and then that marks another clause here. So okay, so this sentence appears to be okay from subject verb standpoint. Let's also mark the subject and the verb of our main clause here. Now let's look at, there are four clauses here, so clearly if there is any verb sequencing, we need to make sure it is expressed using the correct verb tenses. So we have our first verb here, had allowed, then we have our second verb, was proven wrong, then revealed is the third verb, and fourth verb is was far behind. Now clearly from the logic of the sentence, Kennedy's belief was proven wrong. So whatever is that belief, that can be expressed using the earlier tense. That is, it can be expressed using past perfect tense, and that's what has been done here, had allowed. And then the rest, other events, actually happened later on in the past time frame. So these events 2, 3, 4, that is, was proven wrong when the reports revealed that the program was far behind that of the US. So again, it makes sense to communicate all these three verbs using the same verb tense. So as long as we have sequenced the verbs as such, there should not be any problems. The way it is written, there are no verb tense errors here. Other than that, there are no modifiers. There is a comparison though, and that's what was revealed in the reports, and that comparison is between the missile program of Soviet Union and the missile program of the US. And notice here that missile program has not been repeated. In fact, that has been used to replace missile program. So the way the comparison is stated, there appears to be no errors. You're already saying missile program of SU of Soviet Union was far behind the missile program of the US. So this sentence as it stands has no errors. So now we'll move over to our answer choice analysis and see if there is any other answer choice that is better, and also if we can eliminate all the other answer choices. So there appear to be no errors in choice A. Let's look at choice B now. Kennedy's belief that the administration had allowed a missile gap to develop was proven wrong when intelligence reports had revealed. Now there is a verb sequencing error. Now we have gone through this verb sequencing in detail when we did our error analysis, and we figured that it makes sense only to have the had allowed verb to be expressed using the past perfect tense. Now if we say had revealed, it basically changes the intended sequencing of verbs, because what we want to say is that the belief was proven wrong when the intelligence reports revealed. So these two actions actually took place at the same time. So showing one of the actions using past perfect tense is actually incorrect. So choice B has verb sequencing error. Now let's look at choice C. Revealed that the missile program of Soviet Union was far behind the US. Now this is where it's very important for us to concentrate on the non-underlined portion of the sentence as well as the underlined portion of the sentence. Now the way the underlined portion is written, there appears to be no error. However, notice that only part of the comparison is in the underlined portion, missile program of Soviet Union. So the first element of the comparison and then the comparison itself was far behind, but the second element that is being compared, which logically should be the missile program of US, that is in the non-underlined portion. And here when we consider the entire comparison, we see that there is a comparison error, because now we are comparing Soviet Union's missile program with the US itself. So you're comparing the missile program of a country with the other country and not with the missile program of that country. So there is a comparison error here. Now let's look at choice D. Have revealed that the missile program of Soviet Union has been far behind the US. So again, there is an error here as well, because first of all we say have revealed, and it basically both the verbs revealed and was proven should happen at the same time, because they're connected using the word when, and also logically the belief was proven wrong when something happened. So it doesn't make sense to say that the belief was proven wrong when another event in the more recent present took place. So that doesn't make sense here. So use of present perfect tense here is not correct. So this answer choice is incorrect because of that reason. And also again, there is a comparison error as well, because now it says that missile program of Soviet Union has been far behind the country itself, the US itself. So that is not correct. This brings us to our last answer choice. Have revealed that the missile program of Soviet Union was far behind. So again, it also has similar issues as choice D does, and furthermore it's not clear what that refers to. Had it been that of the US, that would have made sense, but now it simply states that missile program was far behind that the US, so it's not clear as to what the role of that is. So clearly again, we have been able to eliminate all the remaining answer choices, and as we found out in the error analysis, choice A is the correct answer.